Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Leanna and today we're talking about death piles. What it is, what mine is like, what I'm doing about it, and all that good stuff. So first of all, what is a death pile? It is basically any items that are just unlisted inventory. If you have something sitting in your garage or sitting in your totes or wherever it is you store stuff like that and it's not listed, that is part of your death pile. Now, some people put a positive spin on that and they call it a money pile or they call it a whatever pile. You know what, death pile doesn't really make it negative to me. To me, that's where profit goes to die because it's not being listed. So for me, it's okay. I call it a death pile. You call it whatever you want it to call it. It is basically unlisted inventory. So how many pieces do I have in my inventory? Well, I first want to say that I am very space restricted in how many items I can basically have. I will probably never be able to have a 5,000 available listing closet because I just can't. I think between eBay and Poshmark, we're just over 3,000 items in total, and that's pretty comfortable for us. So I am space restricted. Right now, though, my unlisted inventory is at least at 80 pieces. I'm going to be more conservative and say it is definitely about 100 pieces, which is about about 60 pieces more than I really feel comfortable with having. So I need to get it down. How did it get to be so big? Well, I have focused the last 4 or 5 weeks on relisting my closets, which, by the way, are almost completed, which is I'm really happy with. I'm really happy with the results of that too. I feel good about it. But during that time, I was still sourcing. Now, I was very picky about what I sourced. I didn't pick up like hundreds and hundreds of items, so I'm happy about that. I restrained myself. I did my research properly, I think. But those things were building up because I wasn't listing nearly as much new items. Maybe 1 or 2 or 3 a day, maybe like one a day for sure. I was focused on the relisting and I wasn't listing new items, so it just kept building and building. So now I have 100 items that really need to get listed. So what am I going to do? Actually, before we talk about that, I just want to say having some items in a stockpile, I think, can be really good for your business. I like knowing that, okay, you know what, if the weather's bad and I can't get out, if my car breaks down or if I get sick or whatever it is and I can't get out to source, that I do have things that I can list. And I think that's a good thing for your business. I think it's a little bit proactive. It's sort of like filling your freezer in a sense. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So it's a little bit like filling your freezer. So I think it's a good thing to do. I think having some things on hand that you can list, in a pinch is a good thing. Depending on how much space you have and how much cash flow you have, you might want to maintain a certain number of items. So for me, that is in about the 30 to 40 items I'm comfortable with having on hand. So I'm a little bit more. I need to list at least 60 items at least. And I'm going to give myself 2 to 3 weeks to do that. And I'm going to continue my relisting. I still have jewelry left to do. And that is it. Then I'm completely done my relist for my entire closets, both of them. So I just have my jewelry left to do. So instead of doing 20 a day, I think maybe I'll do 5 relists a day, and I'll make sure I do 5 listings, something like that. So I'm going to give myself 2 to 3 weeks to get my death pile down to about 40, 30 items, and then I'll feel much better about it. So I'm not going to be sourcing. I'm not going to go into a thrift store for at least a week and a half. I want to say 2 weeks, but I don't know if I can do it. I know that right now it's Wednesday and I have a couple of bids on things in auctions, but those are only a couple of things. It's not like 10 or 20, it's maybe 5 items total. So that's okay. I'm okay with that. And I will probably continue looking at the auction sites because those things are a little more unique, and I think I'm comfortable because I know it's not going to be 100 items. So I'm not going to go to the bins for at least 2 weeks. I'm not going to go into a thrift store for a week and a half, 2 weeks, because I really need to focus on getting this stuff listed. That's my goal. So hopefully I can do it. That is my goal, and hopefully I can do it, and you're going to keep me accountable, and you can keep asking me how many I've gotten listed if you want. So again, having a death pile, it's not a bad thing necessarily. For me, it is the size of the death pile, and right now mine is way too big, and I can't really accommodate it. And I really want to get the good stuff listed for the fall things that I have, the jeans and some of the dresses and sweaters. I want them listed now so that they can be on the market so people will buy them, because people are thinking about buying those things now. So that's what we're going to get done. So again, having death pile can be good. Just don't let it get out of hand, okay? So that's it for today. Just a nice short little video. I hope everybody's doing well. Paul and I were away yesterday, so we're both quite tired today. I did get one listing done. I'm going to try and get 2 more done for today. And then I'm just going to rest. And I'm going to read my book or do something like that. Anyway, everybody have a fantastic... It is Wednesday, right, Paul? Everybody have a fantastic Wednesday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.